Because of the rapid rate of climate change, energy has become a more important story, and you're seeing it in the pages, almost every month. We look towards solutions. That's what Fast Company is all about. What's the fastest means to get America to a sustainable energy future? What's the role of business? What's the role of government? What is the role of us as consumers? Those are just some of the questions we're going to explore today. What do you think is the fastest means possible to America reaching, sustainable energy?
If you take all these technologies and you draw a Venn diagram of them, and you look in the middle of what's tough on all of them, it's safety, it's reliability and operational excellence things, it's workforce development, and it's transmission. And so I think in order to get this thing going down the road, we have to have a concerted effort to really work on the basics that touch everything.
I mean, there's great large-scale solutions and small-scale solutions, and none of those are mutually exclusive. I mean, the best way to solve this is actually if we can, produce the power where it's actually being consumed. So that's the first one. And then also is being able to get those solutions actually into people's hands.
One of the key things that needs to happen along the way is as you get to multiple magnitudes more kind of different sources of energy production, being able to control them, manage them, predict them, forecast them are all valuable things. And so that's the area that we're focused on.
Does the government really have to pick a winner here in terms of deciding this is the bet we're placing with more subsidies?
I think that the government just has to build a framework where everybody can play together and operate together. It's not so much a winner or a loser, it's how do we all play together.
But this notion of picking winners is just absolutely the worst thing we could possibly do.
What's your sense of, where we are compared to other countries, and do you sense, some urgency to correct that?
Could we become absolute global leaders and export that technology globally? Absolutely. Are we aggressively pursuing it right now, both for the benefit of the planet or the benefit of our own economy? No, I don't think so.
What I think we're fighting is the paradigm of this is what I'm paying now, why do I have to pay more to get free power? And so I can see third world countries and developing getting these newer technologies like y'all have much easier because there's nothing to compare it to.
People are really hungry. We've been talking about for renewables for, since I was a kid, 20, 30 years, and there's been no solution out there. I mean, fundamentally no solution out there. The feedback, press, media, public, has been phenomenal.
And sustainability is more than just fluorescent light bulbs and recycling. It's got to be checking human waste. Because if we don't figure that out, we're not going to make it as a species. It's a complete paradigm shift away from waste into thinking about waste as a resource. Can we turn the destruction of our ocean ecosystems, which is the largest source of oxygen and the largest source of protein on the planet, into a breeding ground for renewable energy and products that displace petroleum?
There are some near-term cost impacts, there's no doubt, and certainly as the CEO of a power company that has to raise rates, get lots of heat in that. But what I say is, and everybody knows that when you think about it, in the long run, the best, lowest cost solution when you take into account all of the externalities and all the other issues, this is the lowest cost alternative.
There's no reason for a company like Starbucks or any company really to invest the money to put a solar panel on a rooftop or buy green power in some other fashion if it's just going to be powering your waste. So we have a goal that we're working towards right now to reduce our energy consumption per store by 25% across the globe.